A very, very good morning and a warm welcome to the 40th episode of Health with the Scientific Meditation channel. Friends, this is Keerti, your host. I'm a professional anchor, news translator for All India Radio Pune. I host music shows, award functions, release functions, business meets, seminars, conferences. And as I always mention, I anchor all the events that needs an anchor to make the event more relevant for the audience. Friends, we would be discussing on a very critical topic today that has been bothering all of us: diabetes. How to prevent and how to reverse diabetes. To discuss on this very critical topic, join me in extending a very warm welcome to Jyotinder Zaveri, an astute IT professional with a very wide and long experience of 45 years in the IT domain, a known figure, a known personality, a known trainer in the field of digital marketing and social media, and also a guru, a teacher, and a mentor for scientific meditation who has been helping people around the world to find alternatives through scientific meditation for the cure to different problems, may it be physical problems, mental problems, or emotional problems. A very warm welcome, Jyotinder sir. It has been,
Hello.
yes, hello, sir. It has been a common belief, a common myth that once a person starts suffering from diabetes, once the moment diabetes is detected, we carry it all through our life. So my question to you is like mm, many people are being getting impacted, being getting affected by diabetes, high sugar levels, especially post COVID. This is something that has been a matter of worry for many. Maybe side effects of the medication that a person goes through during the COVID infection. My question to you is like, what is the root cause? Like, why do sugar levels suddenly shoot up? And probably, as we all believe, that we need to take it with us all through our life. What is the root cause of this problem?
Yes, Kirti, this is a very important topic. As you said, people are suffering from diabetes, and today's episode is also dedicated to people who can prevent diabetes. Nobody
Yes.
wants it. So, if you take a slight change in lifestyle, you can prevent
Okay.
it also. Because many people say, "Oh, I don't have diabetes." So, fine, very good. You just prevent it, right? So with right kind of lifestyle and food habits, we can really manage the diabetes. Now, you see, most people are treating symptoms and not treating the root cause. We
Okay.
should go to the root cause. The root cause is stress, food habits, and not doing enough exercise. Yeah.
Okay. 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 So you said that reversal of diabetes or prevention of diabetes is possible, right? So my question to you is like, how can we reverse diabetes?
Yeah, we need threefold strategy. One, diet, lifestyle changes.
Okay.
The second is exercise. And third, very important, is meditation. All these
Okay.
three things put together, it is possible for us to reverse the diabetes. We are talking about type 2 diabetes here. Type 1 diabetes also we will discuss later. Yes.
Okay. Okay. So, diet, good exercise, and meditation. So, these are the three keys to prevent yourself, to keep yourself away from diabetes. Or if you already have it, you can come out of it. This is what it means. So, I think let us first start discussing about the diet part. Like, what should we eat and what we should not eat?
Yeah, you see, what has happened is people have, carried away by the wrong kind of advertisements.
Okay.
So, this type 2 diabetes is a very dangerous disease. And as soon as you come to know you can manage, you start implementing the tips which we are going to talk about. And you see, the body actually, let us understand, the body breaks down the carbs in sugar. And
Okay.
this is actually not the sugar which we take in tea, but is also, I would say, glucose. And this glucose
Okay.
is required for energy, right?
Hmm.
So we should avoid processed food. You see,
Okay.
no packaged food. But today the advertisement is so much about the packaged food that it is becoming very difficult for people to distinguish. You see, and because it's easy, and because of the fast lifestyle, you don't have time to cook or get the fresh vegetables and fruits, and people resort to package, and that is the problem. Another thing is you should avoid bakery items. It is
Okay.
important. Yeah.
Okay. 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 Now, coming to the next part, you said, okay, diet is something very important, and you said glucose is very important for energy, but then most of the food that we eat, it is broken down and it gets converted into sugar somehow, right? So my question to you is just as you said that we need to avoid certain things, but at the same time there could be some things that we need to deliberately start
Yeah, yeah,
consuming, right?
right. So
Yes, yes.
we should one thing is we should observe plant-based diet. You
Okay,
see,
okay,
and I take with my Mrs. Jayashree. She prepares 300 ml green smoothie.
okay,
Just in the morning within 30 minutes, you should
okay,
take a smoothie before breakfast. Yeah,
okay,
green
okay.
smoothie.
What is green smoothie?
Oh yeah, see, it is basically five green vegetables.
Okay,
See, today everyone knows we should eat more green vegetable, but we are not like kettles or a cow can eat lot of green, leafy
yes,
vegetables.
yes, yes.
So there are five leafy vegetables that one can put it in a mixie, like five leaves of spinach, for example. Then
Okay,
there is something called ambat chukka or khatta bhaji, right?
okay,
And then mint, 10 leaves of mint, and
okay,
curry patta, 10,
okay,
8 to 10 leaves of curry patta, and bitter leaf. You see,
okay,
a lot of people eat bitter leaf after lunch or dinner. So that you take and put all this, and it is a detailed recipe. So one should prepare this green smoothie and churn it in a mixer and
okay,
drink it. It's tasty, and then this is something which gives energy, because when we go for the reversing diabetes program, we observe plant-based diet, no non-veg food, and therefore it is necessary to have little more energy and
okay,
protein and certain other things. So it is good idea to cultivate this habit of green smoothie. Yeah,
okay,
Kirti.
okay. And I think Jyoti sir's number is scrolling on the screen. You can see, and like in case you need to know the recipe of green smoothie, you can get in touch with him. His contact number is scrolling on the screen, friends. So you please get in touch with Jyoti sir, and you can understand the recipe that can be used for green smoothie. So coming to the next question, any more modifications in the diet? Anything more that we need to add, we need to subtract from the diet?
Yes, for type 2 diabetes, it is possible to reverse. We need to manage it properly. So,
Okay.
first thing is in the breakfast, no carbohydrate. So, no carb is very important message, one tip which you are, to take down. And that is, eat dal or chilla or sprouts.
Okay.
This is what we should eat for breakfast. Another very important takeaway is no milk or no milk products.
Okay.
you need to stop immediately if you are suffering from diabetes type 2. So
Okay.
do not take any kind of sweets which are prepared from milk. This is
Oh,
most important thing. It will immediately you will see the difference, right? You can take green tea or a black tea if you want, but no milk in tea also. Nothing, absolutely not.
okay.
And yeah,
Yeah,
another thing is
does milk create a problem? Like, does it interfere with us digestive system?
right, right. See, in simple words, technically, a lot of doctors and medical science has proven this, but in simple words, the insulin which is produced and it cannot go to the muscles because the pores are covered because of the milk. It's a pseudo kind of thing, and the real insulin is a hormone that is required. So that doesn't go in the muscles, and the muscles become weak. So that is
Okay.
why it is necessary to stop milk. You know,
Oh,
yeah,
okay. Okay.
yeah.
Yes.
Another thing is, four almonds and one walnut. You can soak it in a glass of water,
Okay.
and in the evening, next day morning, take this almond and walnut. This is also required. Another takeaway I would like to mention here is about lady's finger, that is bindi.
Okay.
Okay, you can soak in about 30 ml of water and keep it overnight. In the evening, you soak the bindi, I mean the lady's finger, and in the morning, just squeeze it and drink that juice. Okay,
Okay.
the bindi juice, not the water. That is very effective for diabetes.
Oh,
So make a note that lady's finger or bindi is a good remedy. Yeah. It,
okay. The juice that can be extracted from the bindi, not the water.
yeah.
The water in which you soak it, we don't drink it, right?
No, that's right. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Then, what is the quantity of the juice that we need to consume?
So that will be just very little depending upon the size of the bindi. So it is very little. The juice coming out of the bindi after soaking overnight is what we
Okay.
need. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then, what about lunch?
Oh, yeah. Okay. So now you see in lunch also, one bowl of dal is very important, and with some vegetable. And if we are eating roti, that is the Indian bread, chapati, then one only. That's all. And lot of salads and lot of green chutney. This is really important.
Okay.
Okay. And,
Okay.
yeah. So all this put together, keep a light lunch is fine, right?
Okay.
But no bakery products. That is no bread. Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
And
Okay.
basically, you need to eat all low glycemic fruits, glycemic
Okay.
index, and that is what is important. Yeah.
Okay. You mentioned low glycemic fruits, right? So, like a low glycemic fruit, what does it mean?
Uh, yeah, okay. So, low glycemic food is more, this is one negligible effect on blood sugar than medium or high glycemic foods. So, avoid high glycemic food. There is a chart available. Now, what I mean by there is an index. So, if you see roughly 0 to 55 is low glycemic, and
Okay.
70 to 100 is high glycemic. Now, so you
Okay.
need to go by this index, and there are number of fruits available. So basically, what understand is glycemic index is determined by the food's nutritional information. Like
Okay.
number of carbohydrates in that fruit, type of carbohydrates, whether it's a simple carbohydrate or complex, and the amount of fiber, fat, and protein it is serving. So what kind of protein content or fat content is there in the fruit? So put together is glycemic index.
Okay.
And yeah, so coming back to your lunch and then dinner, dinner is the same as lunch, but just take or just soup and with some other item, light dinner. So that kind of diet plan is important. And yeah, here we have a question
Question.
from
Yes.
Vithal Prabhu. Any changes need to be done? Oh, yes. Lifestyle changes in the sense the discipline which is required. See,
Hmm.
working hours is sometime not in our hand. That depends on the company with which we are working. If you are working with an overseas company, there is a time zone difference.
Hmm.
And that is why it is possible that you are working late night or very early morning,
Yes.
depending on the time zone. So that is not something which you can do easily. But lifestyle changes is discipline, observing this diet, doing the right kind of exercise. And
Yes.
I remember I was working in IBM. I mean, in 1975, I was sometime put in night shift. We had a plant, a manufacturing plant in Mumbai.
Okay.
So that plant was working three shift, right? When I just joined as a trainee engineer, we were actually making mainframe computers there.
Okay.
Yeah, so I had worked in night shift. So it's very odd. 2 o'clock we take lunch, 2 a.m. I mean,
Oh,
yeah. So
okay.
one cannot say that, okay, I will stop working. So,
Hmm.
but then practicing the diet, I mentioned some things like, you don't eat or you eat. Those things are important, right?
Okay.
Okay. Now, all this put together, one should have some kind of juice feasting also. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay. What is juice feasting?
Oh, yeah. So it is juice feasting. Feasting means you celebrate, right? Feast.
Oh,
So
yes.
only liquid diet. Only liquid diet. You can, if you start making a list, you will find lot of things like various kinds of soup. You can make desi soup, and not just one bowl, but you can have two. And juice, lot of juice you can take, coconut water, all kinds of liquid. Right.
Okay.
So all that
Okay.
all that can be done in 24 hours, no solid food. That is what I mean by juice feasting. And
Okay.
juice, one should use a slow juicer. Yeah,
Okay. Okay. And like as you said, we need to follow a disciplined routine, right? Maybe
right,
your sleeping hours, your sleeping time, and
right.
then yeah, like we always say that early to bed and early to rise is always a good habit, and that
Absolutely.
yeah. So as far as possible, depending upon the working hours that you need to work in, and you said that it is something beyond control, right? But still, a certain amount of discipline is very important. As you said, no carbs during the breakfast, then a good balanced lunch, then followed by a light dinner, not a very heavy dinner. If possible, try to have it as early as possible so that you have a minimum of 3 to 4 hours of uh, gap before you sleep. Like you shouldn't immediately sleep after you eat. So minimum 3 to 4 hours. So it's always better to have your dinner maybe before sunset. Is that right, sir?
Absolutely, absolutely. Yeah. If you eat before sunset and if you are sleeping early, getting up early, this is a good lifestyle habit for a normal working hours people. And the idea is to have that kind of time discipline, right?
Okay.
People eat late and then immediately go to sleep. That is not cool. Yeah,
Okay, okay.
yeah,
So now we have discussed the first key to reverse diabetes or prevent diabetes, that is diet. We now come to the second key that can be used to reverse diabetes or to prevent diabetes is the physical exercise part. So, like I would request you to enlighten us on the second key, physical exercise. How do we go about it?
right. See, physical exercise is very important. There are many exercises, but now you see, today the time is pressing. I will just mention one very important exercise, and that is anti-gravity exercise. Anti-gravity,
Okay.
if you do Google search, you will find there are many, half a dozen anti-gravity. One simple is staircase kind climbing.
Okay.
Staircase, one floor only, right? So you after food, after your meal, lunch or dinner, after a couple of hours, you need to burn that extra sugar, extra calorie. So
Okay.
just climb one floor. So if you are staying on fourth floor, then 4 to 5, 5 to 4, like that. I'm not
Okay.
saying all four floor to climb. So just one story, and avoid taking lift, avoid taking elevators, escalators. So this kind of thing you can easily do, right?
Okay.
And
Okay.
but one story only, yeah.
Okay.
And
Okay.
this kind of a lot of yogasans are available, and many kinds of physical activities for movement in the body. You see, the lymph has to move along with the
Hmm.
blood circulation system. We have lymph, and that can move only by movement. If you are sitting in front of the computer, it's not cool. So these lifestyle changes are required, and that will help in this. Basically, you see, all these exercises need to be done every day. Okay,
Okay.
because that is the real food for muscle. Whatever food we eat, it goes to muscle only if we do exercise. Right?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So the absorption of the nutrients, absorption of the things that are good in the food can happen only if you exercise, because it is very important that the energy reaches our muscles. Okay, so this is something very important, a good takeaway. Yeah. Coming to the third key, meditation. So I think meditation is something very important, and that has helped many people around the world to prevent maybe certain diseases, or if they are already suffering from some chronic problems, they have been able to come out of it. So my next
Right.
question to you, sir, is like, let us talk about this comprehensive diabetes care scientific meditation system. Like, what would you tell us about it?
Yeah. So you see, type 1 diabetes, normally people say it is not possible to reverse, but using meditation, we can also manage that.
Okay.
And type 2, definitely you can reverse. And because you see, basically, one should know where the insulin is produced. So all this science is there, we are understanding. So scientific meditation system includes not only meditation but diet and exercise, as we have already discussed this. So main thing is to learn to relax. You need to manage your stress using auto suggestion method. It's very simple, but one should have some kind of training for this, and visit the insulin factory during the meditation session for diabetes. Yeah.
Okay, what is the insulin factory and where is it?
Oh, yeah. So insulin factory is actually the pancreas. The
Oh,
tail end of pancreas, there is a islet of Langerhans. These cells produce the insulin. So
okay.
you close your eyes, and when you are doing meditation, you go to the pancreas, you go to the tail end of Langerhans, that is the islet of Langerhans, and you do focus on that, and
Okay.
then it starts producing the sufficient insulin, and
Okay.
then you see our body is regenerating, so we have
Hmm.
our own healing and curing system that is required. It will work if you are giving a chance to the internal doctor.
Okay. Okay.
And this islet of Langerhans needs to be healthy, right?
Okay.
So all
Okay.
this put together, you can reverse the diabetes. Yeah,
Okay. So, do
yeah.
we have any success story to share where,
Oh
somebody has
yes,
experienced that meditation has helped the person to reverse
oh
diabetes?
yes, oh yes. I had a chance to work with many people. Many people have reversed. Let me share one success story of Mr. Joycer from New Jersey, USA. Yeah.
I'm Mukul Joshua from New Jersey, USA. Learning and doing scientific meditation from Jyotindra Sir has helped me in reversing my diabetes. My insulin intake, which I was taking 4 times a day, has reduced to 1 time, as well as my medication, which I was taking, doses went to half. My A1C numbers are also helping me reduce it. It has reduced a lot. My endocrinologist is happy with my numbers, and he told me to do what I'm doing magic. My wife is also happy as she was worried with my high numbers, which is now coming low. I'm happy. Thank you.
Yeah. So we have Mr. Joycer. He is happy, and so many people have thousands of people. Not only me, there are many other healthcare professionals focusing on this reversing diabetes. One can take the full course and really, because this needs to be managed, and it is necessary today. Yeah.
Okay. So, along with diet, along with physical exercise, scientific meditation can create wonders. So, a very good success story, something very inspiring, something very motivating. So, friends, people who are suffering from diabetes, maybe a chronic problem as they feel, or young people, not only old but even young people like us, maybe younger than me also need to work on oneself so as to reduce the chances of getting impacted by such a problem called as diabetes. So comprehensive scientific meditation diabetes care program is something very important. So I feel that more of us should register for such a program with Jyoti sir. Jyoti sir also conducts these workshops, right, specifically for diabetes care. I think we can enroll in groups, sir, for this
Yes,
program.
that's right. That's
Yes,
right.
yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So, sir's contact details are scrolling on the screen. Friends, do get in touch with Jyoti sir and do join this comprehensive scientific meditation diabetes care program, which can really help you to reverse diabetes. My next question to you, a quick question to you, is like how much time does it really take to reverse diabetes?
Yeah. Actually, you see, it is like this. You need to observe 3 to 4 months of
Okay.
this specific diet, exercise, and meditation. It cannot be done overnight. But yes, 3 to 4 months, thousands of people have been able to reverse diabetes. And it is possible for us to do the Anupreksha meditation, which I'm teaching. I have given the link for the registration of the form. So a group of people can enroll. Our one-to-one consultation is also possible.
Okay.
It is possible to reverse diabetes. So the idea is to do the meditation and remove that medication. Yeah.
Yes. Okay. 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 So meditation can really help because, as you said, that using Anupreksha Dhyan and focusing on this specific problem area, because you said that you need to visit the insulin factory. So visiting the problem area, focusing on the problem, so that we are able to remove the root cause of the problem, is the basic idea behind the comprehensive diabetes care meditation system. And this can be learned through guided instructions. We need to learn because doing things in the right way is very important. And that is why we need to learn as to how we can focus on the problem area and how we can gradually help ourselves. I would say that we need to help ourselves. So when we are following a discipline, yeah.
Kirti, I would like to take this opportunity on this Health Mitra episode channel to
Yes.
invite other doctors, people who are practicing alternative medicine. There are people who understand and believes that meditation can reverse diabetes. Kindly contact me and let me know if we can work together. I have already collaborated with some medical doctors, and it is possible for us to collaborate and help people who are suffering from diabetes. Yeah.
Okay.
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 I think time is up.
Yes.
Bye. Let
Yes.
me
Thank you so much,
thank
sir.
you very much.
Yes,
Yeah.
thank you so much for wonderful inputs. I think wonderful takeaway from today's Health with the Scientific Meditation Channel's episode. It was the 40th episode of Health with the Scientific Meditation Channel. Ladies' finger juice, I think something that we need to remember. Following a disciplined routine is very important. Three keys to reverse diabetes or prevent diabetes. The first thing is a balanced diet. The second key is obviously the physical exercise. And the third and the important key is scientific meditation. So these three keys can help us reverse diabetes or prevent diabetes. So let us follow a disciplined routine and remember these three keys. And not only remember, implement these three keys in our life. Have a better life, a good physical health, good mental health, and good emotional health. And be happy, stay healthy, stay